I'd say this. What? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Guys. All right, today we are looking at BizarreBub Scary Comp Volume 73. Ooh. Before we jump to that video, if you don't mind, maybe hit that like button, maybe hit that subscribe button. I don't know. Think about it. Anyway, let's watch the video. All right, this is Scary Comp Volume 73. I think this is new. So I'm gonna have to work my way backwards, probably. Scary Comp Volume 73. This is by BizarreBub. Put this one out and let's watch it. Let's see.
A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse when something very strange is caught on camera.
This is the camera?
This footage was posted by XAlien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place. XAlien says that ever since showing this video,
again, I can't see shit.
Employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter. In a very short video, XAlien recounts the events of that night.
So I work security at this construction site, right?
Right.
We got all the trucks. We got these real things right here. There you go.
Okay.
And these.
Heavy
these
as
things
shit.
Are heavy.
Yeah. That's like 2 tons.
It was a construction worker that he needed help.
Maybe not 2 tons, but at least a ton.
He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, "I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you." So I said, "Okay, cool." So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, "Back it up, back it up, back it up," and he was
back it up, back it up.
When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you, and he says that he was gone.
Who?
Now the scariest part about this story is that when the worker had one day gone up to the main office of the building, he noticed a particular memorial photo of the workers who used to work at the company. In this photo, he saw the man who had helped him push the reel. Eerily, the photo says he had passed away in 2015. The following is the video of what's believed to be the ghost of the ex-employee caught on camera.
Oh, okay, so I get it. So he's moving it like literally on his own then. I mean, that's kind of creepy. Those things are fucking heavy. For real. It doesn't look like a video that is meant to be made into a paranormal video. And that's actually really cool. I kind of like that video.
Eerily enough, the person who was helping the worker with the reel suddenly disappears. According to the worker, he had walked around to thank the man for helping him, but to his shock, he was no longer there. It's as though he seemingly vanished into thin air. Given the story provided by the security guard, could it be that this worker had encountered the spirit of a deceased ex-employee?
I mean, it was weird because he's going like this, like bring it forward, you know what I mean?
As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved.
Yeah, that one's a little, that's intriguing. This would be considered an intriguing video, I think. For me anyway.
The following video doesn't have much info,
the quality, why every time?
Without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary. The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss Alps heard strange noises coming from the mountainous region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds. When he gets to the top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
I can't. Why though? I can't see shit. I don't believe, like, no, our phones are ridiculous quality. Unless this is really old? I don't know. What? Well, I can't see them, so I don't know. What are you pointing at?
Wow.
I don't know. What? 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 Dude. I'm just really upset about the quality of the things, and that's what's so frustrating about it. I mean, that all right, that I can see it more, and I saw that go in front of the other thing. But I don't know where we are. Like, what's the context here?
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead something else entirely. The man believes that these might have been angels or an entity of some sort.
I don't know.
As he felt a sense of peace and believed that the figures meant
some
no
dude
harm.
heard weird dude.
Yet
Some
when
dude
looking
heard
at the
weird
video
noises
through
in
an
the
infrared
Alps.
lens, the figures don't appear to be fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been on top of this mountain seems to have actually been there. But, like always, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural was captured. Just what exactly had been on top of this mountain?
I don't know. I mean, I want to believe. I just don't believe that people's phone quality sucks so bad.
On December 31st of 2022, three policemen were dispatched to a house after receiving a call from a neighbor who reported that loud, strange noises were coming from inside.
Like, what are we filming on, though?
The neighbor stated that they heard deep,
They don't even show an iPhone because it's not a fucking iPhone quality.
Unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived, they were deeply disturbed by what they found. Now, the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains. This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition in a small town located in Greater Poland. On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022, a 20-year-old woman named Kamilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all playing with the Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victims they consumed.
Okay.
This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room. Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came,
the cop has
they
a
were
stick.
left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is what was caught.
Okay. He's shaking a stick at her.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę.
What? I hear that. That's creepy. Yes. Dude's like, fuck this, I don't get paid enough. I'd say this. What? Would he just shoot at her? Hold on. Oh, I thought he shot a gun at her. But he has a stick, though. I thought it was gunfire for a second. I'm like, what? What?
Nie? Drut ma jakiś.
See, like, this kind of shit's fucking weird to me. Like, I think it's because I don't understand why a person would ever do this.
Kamilka's strange behavior,
ever.
The police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
They called her a savage. Come here, you bitch. Dude, like, that's just fucking rude, though. Like, that's kind of rude. Like, that's like a real person, not a ghost. Do you know what I mean? But what would make somebody do that? I don't know. But then again, I don't know much about, like... Oh god, sorry for the strobes. I don't know much about, like, mental conditions and shit, you know? I have a hard time believing that somebody would just act this way when cops are around.
Tell Kamilka that her daughter Victoria is with them as an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly, but according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again.
Yeah, that's...
After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again. Whether Kamilka was possessed or if she had a temporary psychosis remains a mystery.
See, I think that's really interesting. Like that's scary shit. Like I think that's horrifying.
In a previous video,
but
that's
the scary video.
Been documenting unusual events inside their home. The family has seen more than just a couple of things move on their own, but also other small incidents that seem to hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night, the family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid,
yeah, like why would you let all your kids put Spider-Man
and
like random photos all over your wall like that? It's crazy.
Them, is responsible
Tell them to put it in their bedroom.
Activity.
Why would you put it in your living room?
Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises. This is what was caught.
Maybe, huh?
नहीं तुम बच्चे के साथ रहो नहीं तो वो डरेगा.
I have a nice wireless internet pod there.
No mama, you take care of mommy.
You take care of mommy. Or Wi-Fi router? Is that a Wi-Fi extender? What's on the door handle? What is that? A fortune cookie? Why do you have... It's on the other side too. Why? Okay.
पूरा सामान गिरा हुआ है.
All the stuffs.
Yeah.
Sorry. Of course, kids. Tricycle. Every time.
इधर भी पूरा कवर गिरा हुआ है.
Mysteriously, a mess has been made throughout the house. But
The
most
middle
chilling of all is the
door
video of
handle
how
says
it
it's
all
a child
happened,
hazard?
which was captured by
Oh,
the
with a
security
door
camera
handle?
inside their living room.
It
Take a
looks like
look.
bladed edges. What? Okay. I mean,
Naturally, the family was left unnerved, but they were left even more so by an incident that took place only a few days later. It's past midnight when this is captured.
I think so. Hold on, really quick. This is what my intake. My intake. This is my take on these kind of videos. A lot of people will probably like watch it, and they're probably just like, well, you know, they could have set something up to shoot this in the air over here, or they could have had this lever set to a timer. Exactly, easily fakeable. Could have, but like when you see the family and you see the house, like this is how I'm looking at it. Like I'm looking at the family and I'm looking at the house they live in, the decorations on the walls, the kind of couch they have. Like for lack of a better word, like I don't want to say judging, because I'm not judging, but I'm just saying that based on what I'm looking at, they seem like just, your normal working family. They don't got a lot of money. They're just, hanging out, getting by, doing their thing, having a good life, more into family, all that kind of stuff. I don't see them going out of their way to like pay to buy things, to intricately set up ways to like do these things. Like it seems so why? Like that's where I guess where I get to, like, why would someone spend money and do things to make those things happen? I don't know. But I could be looking at it all wrong. But that's initially like what I take from it. I don't know. But it is easily fakeable. You're right. It's 100% easily fakeable. That's what's tough about this kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see the intent of why they would, I guess. But then also, why do they have a water cooler? I don't know. Who knows where they got that from? But that's a small ass apartment without too much stuff in it. So I don't know why or where or who or how they would like spend money to fake stuff. I don't know. That's fucking creepy. Easily fakeable, but creepy. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait, it did it twice, right? It's the exact same sound clip. Yeah, it's the same audio. 100%. That's what I had to stop it and listen to that really quick. It's the same fucking audio. You're right. That is the same audio clip. Yeah, 100%. Yep. It feels like to be a believer and wanting to, I love this shit, but you have to sift through shit. I mean, and like I said, what's funny is that it almost got me earlier because I was literally judging the condition of their house, saying why or how would they fake things, but now I 100% think they did. Because of that audio. That audio sucks. I no longer think that this is a thing. Holy door.
Similar to a
Like,
previous incident
like what?
experienced
Like
by the family
again,
that
like this is what I was
experienced
thinking.
Just kidding.
And again, I apologize for I'm not being judgmental. I'm trying not to be. But I would assume that a family that would allow their kids to put stickers all over their fucking door frame and their door like this
Just kidding.
would not have the money
similar
to set up like a fake shit for no reason. You know what I mean?
Or heard running about
That might sound harsh. I have no idea if that sounds bad or not, but
this before, the family's not as scared or phased as
that's
when
how
we first encountered this.
that's what made me think they
It
weren't
would be the
faking
following
it.
incident,
But
however,
after I heard
that
that
changes
audio,
that.
fuck that, man.
Only a few
That
nights
was
later,
the exact
this
audio.
was captured.
I mean, I could technically run this into one of my sound programs, like my audio programs, and I could look at the wave files and probably prove that it's the same thing, but there's no point. I was unable to, what? Sorry. I didn't see what he said there. I was unable to scream here, and that's when I decided it's enough. I was unable to scream. And that's another thing, like that sound effect right now, that weird bassy sound effect, who's adding that? Is that the original video adding that, or is that BizarreBub adding that? I would assume it's BizarreBub. I would assume it's BizarreBub for effect. But what if the original video added this? Like, that would be so stupid. Yeah, I'm over this video. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm done with this video now. Like just this clip, I'm done with it. I think it's fake. I think it's fake as shit. Like that dude, like if that was real and something ran at you like that and you fell over, you didn't even make a fucking sound. No way.
The father is seemingly pushed by an
Bullshit.
unseen force.
You were pushed
He
and didn't
quickly
make a
falls
sound?
over while seeming a bit
No way.
disoriented, as he
No
tries his
fucking
best
way.
to figure out what just happened.
You'd be
It is
in
only
complete
seconds later that
chaos.
he realizes that something had touched him.
You'd be in real
While the family
chaos.
continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible.
You've been
The
shoved
family
before,
does
and that
plan
was a
on doing
strict
that,
fall.
but it won't be anytime soon.
I've never
as they
been
have to
like
make certain
touched
arrangements before
by a
doing
ghost
so.
or a spirit or anything like that.
Unfortunately, for now,
I've only
the
ever
family
been
has to endure
had something
whatever
run at
strange
me full
occurrence is
speed
thrown
and
at
stop.
them.
I've never
Just
been
like
touched.
before, there have
But,
yet to be more updates on the situation of this family.
You'd at bare minimum drop the phone scripted.
If you caught something
Yeah,
creepy
I
on
agree.
camera,
I know
or
when
if there's any ghost
when
videos
something
you'd like
ran
to
at
check
me,
out and include in
I
the next compilation,
lost
you
my
can
shit.
Send them over to scaryvideos
Like,
444.
There's no amount of
gmail.com.
like if
That
this
being
this
said,
was years ago
let's get back to
before
the video.
doing these kind of things on YouTube were a thing. So it would have never. I never had. I didn't. There's no footage. There's no
Garcia.
nothing. But when that happened to me, and you could ask like there was probably 5 people with me, and if any one of them would vouch for it, I lost my shit. Like it was unbelievable, and I didn't even get touched, and I lost my shit because it happened, and I was like, I had a nervous breakdown almost in my head. You know, if somebody pushed you down like that, get out of here. Like that's gonna like that. No, that video was absolute bullshit. 100% full blown bullshit. Like 100%. All right, what's this guy up to?
Is the owner of a small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic. This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car,
That's a
though,
sweet-ass truck,
strange
though.
things have been happening around the place. Both the
I mean,
business owner and the
in
mechanic
good condition,
believe
of
that
course.
there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason
Was
as to
that
why
a-
unexplainable things have been happening recently.
What year is that?
This vehicle,
Late
according
70?
to them, scares them. Although feeling creeped out by
Late
the car's
70, early
presence,
80?
they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments. But then one day, a very
It's not a
peculiar
real repair
incident
shop?
is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very strange. The old man was moving in such a way that it made him feel very unsettled.
Look at this
But
place,
when
yeah.
the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing,
Well, yeah, but we don't
replied
know
he
where
was
it is,
talking to the
though. We don't know what
client who had
state it's
dropped
in.
off the creepy car.
What if it's in like
Marcos,
Louisiana
though,
in like
found
the
this
middle of
very
nowhere?
Unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
I don't know what we're trying to get at here. Again, why does the footage suck so bad? Why is it's like 160p?
De mi teléfono estoy en mi casa. Y este maestro está hablando solo.
He's talking to himself, okay?
De verdad que no cacho qué onda. No, está hablando solo. Le voy a preguntar por cámara. ¿Qué está
Okay.
pasando? A ver.
He's recording a video from a phone on another phone. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I just realized that, yeah.
Coño, porfa. Pero con quién habla, weón.
You have security cameras, but the shops look like that. Fair, yo, good point. Good point.
Oye, disculpa, pero con quién estás hablando?
Con don Carlos me está viendo, pasando el presupuesto y explicándole el tema del accidente que tuvo anoche en la carretera. Entonces me está viendo el presupuesto, le estoy
Oye.
explicándole lo que le estoy diciendo.
Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente anoche?
Claro,
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
luego si estoy con don Carlos aquí, pues. Le estoy explicándole todo.
Oye, ¿podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, es que no estáis hablando con nadie, viejo.
No, pues, siempre se tengo el caballero aquí al frente mío, pues, weón.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos.
Le estoy diciendo, estoy con los caballeros.
Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo grabado.
No, caballero, no sean así, pues, cabrón.
Sube, viejo, sube, vente al tiro. Si no estás con nadie, Juan.
Párala. Estoy con el caballero que acabó escuchándome. Pues, me está
Viejo, no, tengo grabado, vente, por favor, vente.
Confused and slightly unsettled by the old man's behavior, Marcos immediately calls him to ask what exactly is happening. To his shock, the mechanic replies that Carlos, the client who had dropped off the car days ago, was visiting him to discuss details about his car and a racing accident that occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing accident from last night was beyond strange. As it turns out, Carlos, the client, had passed away in a terrible street racing accident the night before. The mechanic had not been aware of this incident until recently. The question is, though, how exactly did he come to learn about this news? Could it be that the alleged spirit of Carlos had paid the mechanic a visit? Is the so-called haunted car responsible for this?
It's just a story,
Is
though.
this simply a case of someone who's become slightly unhinged from doing too much work at the shop? Just like Marcos.
No one to
viewers
become
believe that
unhinged
something
by doing too much
supernatural was
work at
caught
the
on
shop.
camera.
Like, that's not what would happen. But scripting a video to make it scary would, you know. But there's no proof of anything in
Michelle
that.
A.
There's
and her
nothing,
small family
and nothing
live in a
happens in that
suburban
video.
home
That's
in
just
Long
whatever.
Island, New York.
I
Both
got
she and
nothing
her
out of that.
husband are happily raising 4 children while simultaneously running a traveling petting zoo. Although living
Like, is
a
it
busy
weird?
lifestyle,
It's a weird story,
Michelle and her
sure,
husband
but is
always
it
make
real?
sure to
No, probably
prioritize
not.
the needs of their children. Given how much they care for their
Every
safety,
kid falls.
they install a nanny cam inside their baby daughter's bedroom.
Oh boy.
One night, while looking over at the baby monitor, something downright spooky is caught on camera. Michelle says that her baby daughter typically sleeps through the night, and if she were to wake up, she would usually cry out for her mother. But on this night, something unexpected happens. Watch.
All right. This I want to see because you can't. Babies don't know what they're doing. They can't script it. Does it for over an hour? That's kind of wild, actually. Like having a kid, I can straight up tell you that when my kid was a baby, they don't do this. And they definitely wouldn't do this for an hour. That's kind of, that I would think that's weird.
Michelle says that her daughter appears to be pointing at something in the dark. What's even more odd is that her baby daughter was laughing and pointing at something for about an hour or so before going back to sleep. It's because of this clip that Michelle thinks that her daughter has encountered something paranormal. According to her, her daughter was seeing something that we couldn't. Whatever it was that her daughter was seeing, Michelle hopes that it was nothing serious or anything that should be a cause for concern. Who knows? As to whether or
It's
not
kind
her daughter
of,
had
that's a
actually
little
seen
weird. It's a
something
little
that
weird.
night. But like always,
Because the attention
let me know what
span
you
of a
think.
baby to stand there and do shit for an hour is kind of, that's kind of rough. Like
Thanks
when
for
nothing's
watching,
there. Do you know
and
what I
I hope
mean?
you enjoyed. Until next time.
Until next time. Thank you. Alright, thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, that was BizarreBub, Scary Comp, Volume 73. Yeah, it was a blast. I always have a blast watching these. If you guys don't mind, drop a subscribe, drop a like. I very much appreciate it. It does go a long way. But yeah, I'll see you guys again. Thank you.